Having a fun night isn't always cheap. A tailgate with friends is a great way to settle down and let loose. Now to help all our mothers who want to be able to unwind and enjoy some food and festivities, all without breaking the bank, is Frito-Lay chef Jody Denton, who is here to give us some expert help. Hi, Jody.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, thank you. Do you have any tips for preparing a fun tailgate?
Well, I have a lot of tips for preparing a fun tailgate. In general, you got to remember that it is supposed to be fun. This is a party. You are celebrating, excuse me, and you're celebrating your team. And for me, team stands for T is travel ready. That is, make everything travel ready, get it into coolers, put frozen bottles of water, put your food into disposable containers, whether resealable bags or deli containers or wrapped in plastic and foil, just not pots and pans that you're going to have to wash later. E is for easy eating. Make sure you do everything you can ahead of time so that you don't waste time prepping at the event. You're not going to enjoy it. You're going to get bogged down at the grill or behind the prep table, and you don't want that to happen. A, all weather. People forget all the time. Check the weather report. If it even looks like it might rain, be prepared with some pop-up canopies, maybe some umbrellas or little rain shields. And M, make a checklist. We're going to provide one to you that you can pull up, and it has everything that you could possibly think of and more. But the more prepared you are ahead of time, the less stressed out you're going to be on game day. And just remember that it's a party, and you never know when a party's going to pop up. But I always like to be party ready all the time. And for me, that means having a bag of Tostitos tortilla chips and a jar of my favorite salsa in the fridge. But when it comes to game day, start with something great like Tostitos restaurant style, and then put some fresh ingredients in there. It doesn't take a lot of time. Put some tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, cilantro, maybe some grilled pineapple, mango, avocado, whatever you want, and customize it for your event. It didn't take you a lot of time, it didn't cost you a lot of money, and everybody's happy in the end.
Great. We obviously love to save money, and my readers and I love any bargains. Do you have any tips on how to not spend too much money when it comes to these tailgates?
Well, you can really rack up quite a bill. If you go with ribs and chicken and steaks and all different things, you can rack up quite a bill. There's a few things that you can do that don't rack up a big bill. One, you can grill sausages. Those are never expensive. They're easy to transport. They are wonderful and versatile. If you want, you can get some health-conscious sausages at your local gourmet store with made from chicken and turkey and whatnot. But what I also like to do is quesadillas are a great, inexpensive, very versatile way to serve appetizers, or as one of your main events. You can serve vegetables inside of them for your vegetarian friends, and it can please everyone. What I've done here is you didn't know you could grill a quesadilla. That's all you have to work on at a tailgate. You've got a grill. I've taken the bottom of this tortilla, a little bit of butter, and I put that on a piece of foil. I put a little cheese, a little barbecue chicken. I just took a roasted chicken from the grocery store and pulled the meat, mixed it with my favorite barbecue sauce, sprinkled that around, a little bit of onions, a little bit of green onions, maybe some jalapenos or whatever you want in there. And at this point you can fold it over, but what I like to do is I like to take some of these Ruffles Smokehouse barbecue chips. Remember, tailgating is all about, it's like a dude's day. And Ruffles is all based around flavors that guys love. So I'm gonna put these chips inside, I'm gonna fold it over, give it a good crunch, and then when I cut into it, it just crunches, and it's always satisfying for everybody. And you didn't have to break the bank to do it.
Thank you. These are such great recipes that I'm learning about. They seem very simple, and what most parents like myself, what we don't want to do is waste time at these tailgates. Do you have any tips on, how to cut the process of getting this all ready at the tailgate? What would you suggest?
Well, I highly recommend getting it all done ahead of time so that you don't have to worry about it at the tailgate. But think ahead and do some things like this, the jacked up tailgate salsa. You start with something that's already made. It didn't take you a lot of time because it wasn't completely from scratch. And in the end, you've got a great product, and it didn't take you a lot of time.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely my pleasure.